God damn it. I made another he's getting old. He's in his 30s jokes and nobody got to hear it. No, leave the office to me. Hey, why does it sound less and less reliable? I'm ready to go. Remember to clean up and also don't stash your snacks in the office. I won't. The crime took place in a remote village. I didn't expect such a paradise can't escape from being polluted by worldly grudges and killing. I hope it won't be too complicated. That delivery guy is carrying a huge box going towards our office just now. Well, I can't already guess who bought it and what it is. My back. The bus has been bouncing on this mountain for a solid 4 hours. Why did I even take this case? My, guess who's getting old? You're in your 30s. I started that joke with Phoenix, and that joke will never die. Okay, maybe when I'm past my 30s, maybe we can pass that joke. But hey, joke's on you, chat. You can't say that about me. I'm not even 30 yet. Anyways, let me check out the scene first. August 20th, 4:12 p.m. Entrance of Lemon Village. The sign is quite conspicuous. It looks like this is a Lemon Village. No wonder it's a secluded mountain village. The air is quite refreshing. It also wants me to shout out loud. Ha! I wanted to shout out loud, so I did. I forgot there's some voice acting here. And it's in Chinese. Hey, if they're looking for some English voice actors, I'd be willing to voice Luna. Though I don't voice act myself. I'm not a professional, so maybe I shouldn't take Luna. Maybe I should take one of the other characters. You know, like Orchid. The sky is so blue. The water's so clear. Excuse me, sir. Are you a tourist? Who are you? Respected sir, I haven't seen you before. Are you also a tourist to our village? What a lovely girl. Thank you. Hopefully I won't have any more problems go awry. But I feel like things have been going awry because I've been punished in Genshin for once in my life. I've never been punished losing a 50-50. But then again, I still have about 20 wishes that could change everything. But the stupid gift card won't be being accepted. Why did I throw it on the ground? And yeah, now people can actually hear me complain about Genshin. At least the person who was most curious about it already knew it because I sent him a DM immediately as it happened. I just sent it to random. It's like we were both wrong. I lost my 50-50 to Jean because when we were talking about when we were doing the session onslaught like last week, he was like, yeah. Hey, you already heard the gist of it in our DMs. The basic alien of it is I lost my 50-50 to Jean. And what are the gift cards that I got from work? You know, the ones I were telling you about the money they keep denying that card, which sucks because it's the $100 one. That's like half the wishes that I need. I still have like 20 wishes in there. Like, so he's 15 or 16. You don't have to call me respected, sir. I'm not a tourist. I'm here to investigate a case. So you're a police officer? But you're not wearing a uniform. Yeah, I do, and that's the thing. I was just so frustrated that I didn't realize that it was 6 p.m. until it was 6 p.m. So, yeah. That's kind of how it is. Are you what they call an undercover police officer in the books? No, I'm not a police officer. I'm a lawyer. Lawyer? I think I saw it on Alter's game console. Is it the kind of person who keeps slamming the table, glaring, and shouting objection at the opponent? That is the greatest explanation of Phoenix I have ever heard. Everything that every other character would joke at him for. Actually, no, the glaring is more Edgeworth. Like I said, chat, this game is inspired by Ace Attorney, so if they're handing me Ace Attorney references, I'm making the Ace Attorney reference. Which country's lawyers is like that? Japanifornia's. In our country, slamming tables is too much in courts. It can lead to fine, and yelling is not a good manner either. By the way, young lady, what should I call you? Ah, right! I forgot to tell you my name, respected sir. I'm Annie Lemon. Just call me Annie. Do all the villagers here share the surname Lemon? It's quite an unusual one. Okay. My name is Shirley Drake. Nice to meet you. And can you stop calling me respected sir? It's a bit weird. So you look so old. I think you deserve respect. Okay, we get it. He's getting old. He's in his 30s. I will make that joke until I die. Well, at least until I'm past my 30s. Ouch! Then can call you lawyer? Well, lawyer is a profession. It sounds a bit odd to directly call someone that. It's better to add a... I understand, and I'll call you Mr. Respected Lawyer. That sounds even weirder! Anyway, so she seems to be a villager here. I better ask her some questions. Well, first things first, my license. Mr. Lawyer, is the book in your hand even smaller? It's even smaller than my teacup. Are all the books in that city that small? By the way, this is what we'll be showing instead of an attorney's badge if somebody takes that. But you don't have to worry about it during. You don't have to worry about it too much during investigations, because I'm gonna show it to everybody new anyways. Because that's just how we roll. What if it's showing our attorney's badge, our prosecutor badge, our runestone something, and from that would be Tyrion Colbert. Or our attorney's armband. That's Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, even though I totally played those games. But hey, you never know. They might make a third one. This isn't a book. It's a booklet. This booklet This booklet is used to provide me as a qualified lawyer. It is called a lawyer's license. So it's a license. Yes. I know that. Our village also has a license. Grandpa said it was without the license. We can't sell lemon tea. Yes, the same, probably. All right, let's talk. All right, Annie, can you tell me more about this village? Yes, Mr. Lawyer. Our village simply leads a simple life, and we hardly interact with the outside world. Grandpa says our bloodline has remained pure for hundreds of years, and the women who marry you out never come back. A secluded village indeed. By the way, I didn't see any farmland growing crops on the way. How do you manage your food supply? I know the answer. We mainly rely on growing lemons for a living. I wonder why it's called Lemon Village, other than the fact that everybody's surname appears to be Lemon. Or at least hers is. Every year, people come here to harvest lemons, but they also bring us food and daily necessities. Mr. Lawyer, do you want to try our lemon tea? Ah, sure. Thank you. Don't you find it heavy to carry a teapot, carry a teapot and teacup with you at all times? No, if you do it, I don't know if she probably gets used to it. Ah, that's really good. You know, lemon tea does sound... Don't buy any cards from them. I'm sure they would turn out to be lemons. Yeah, everything in this village is just somehow made out of lemons. The houses, lemons. Their teacups, lemon. The trees, lemons. Signs, lemons. The people, actual lemons. Everything's just lemons. There are no people in this village. There's just lemons. And we're going crazy. No, I like my theory better, that everything's just lemons. Thank you. I have 72 kinds of lemon tea. Would you like to try them all one by one? I appreciate that, but no, thanks. If I try them all, I don't need to buy any. I don't need to do anything else today. But I got it now. The lemon tea is indeed excellent. There should be no problem in relying on it to boost the village's economy. Yeah, Grandpa says these lemons are a gift from Mother Nature. Just wait until they burn your house down with the lemons. And I'm gonna burn your house down! Ah, the lemonade launcher. Man, I miss Gmod sometimes. Only sometimes, though. Mostly whenever somebody brings up something that was a trader toy. That's the only time I really miss it. Except for the perfect sunlight and temperature, and the special soil is very important. Dr. Vincent said the soil contains many minerals and nutrients that beneficial for lemon trees. I didn't know this until you mentioned it. The soil is indeed special. It's very soft, but not sticky. Yes, besides within the village and the surrounding farmlands, such soil only exists in the cliffs of Nightfall Valley. But the terrain is the cliff isn't suitable for planting lemons, so Dr. Vincent uses it to cultivate herbs. I see. Only the surrounding areas of the village and the cliff have this special soil. Wait, the cliffs of Nightfall Valley. We're gonna see some of this soil, aren't we, when we get to the actual crime scene, aren't we? Annie, how many cliffs are there in Nightfall Valley? There should only be one. I've never seen any other cliffs. Just as I expected. If I'm not mistaken, the cliff you mentioned is perhaps the crime scene. The information about the soil on the cliff might just be useful for the investigation. I should note it down. It's absolutely going to come in handy, because why the fuck have we been talking about soil for the past few minutes? By the way, Mr. Lawyer, how long do you plan to stay in our village? Probably just the day. Or maybe spend the night. I'm not here for tourism. I'll probably leave once the investigation is over. So probably by nightfall. And then I have to take another 4-hour bus ride home back to the office. And it's going to really hurt my back because I'm getting old. I'm in my 30s. Really? That's a pity. I've been here over a decade and never seen a live lawyer. Don't talk as if you've seen a dead lawyer before. I'm trying to see. Technically, I've never seen a dead lawyer either. But then again, who sees dead people? I see dead people. Wait. You've been here over 10 years, so you've never left the village? That's right, I've never set foot on Nightfall Valley. And I can only hear about the outside world from the visitors. They often say night view outside is very beautiful, but there's a curfew in the village, so we can't go out at night. Curfew? This is the first time I've heard of that. Luna mentioned this village has some unique village rules. Is that what she was referring to? If the case occurred at night, it might have been a significant connection to with the curfew. Could you please tell me more about this curfew? Sure! Annie, can you tell me something about yourself? Why are you so suddenly interested in me? I know, you could be the killer. Are you what Alter calls a lolicon? What? No, I just wanted to learn about more people involved in the crime scene. This Alter has been teaching this little girl. I see. I grew up in the village, and I'm a native of Lemon Lake Village. Well, you mentioned Grandpa several times. Is he also in this village? Yes, he's the chief of our village. My parents passed away a long time ago. It was Grandpa who brought me up. It seems to have stirred up some unpleasant memories for her. Should I change the topic? Luckily, with so many villagers keeping me company, I never felt lonely. And I have Grandpa, Alter, Dr. Vincent, and a lot of other people who treat me well and take good care of me. I'm glad to see that you're holding such an optimistic attitude towards life. Yes, visitors come and go also share interesting stories with me. Like Wolfgang, who came for a visit several days ago. I wonder how he's doing. Never expected such things to happen. Wolfgang. Annie, are you talking about Wolfgang Collifield? Yes, it's him! Are you acquaintance? I've never seen him before, but we might be acquainted soon, perhaps. Wolfgang Collifield is my client in this case. It seems that he has some contact with this young girl before the incident. I better ask more about it. Since a long time ago, our village had a rule of prohibiting going out at night. Because around the village, once night falls, a man-eating demon appears. Ah, got it! We're dealing with yokai again! Demon. What's that? Some kind of wild beast? No, I've never seen it, but Grandpa says it's an ancient night demon that specifically consumes human souls. Seriously? It can't be true. Grandpa also mentioned that this demon has a serpent-like body, is several stories high, and large wings on its back. That's actually horrible. Several stories tall with wings like a serpent. If it really existed, it would have been captured and studied long ago. In order to avoid falling prey to the night demon, villagers must stay indoors after 6 p.m. We can't leave our houses until 8 a.m. the next morning. Even though it possesses limitless magical power, its massive size prevents it from entering a house to attack us. Thanks to this rule, we've been safe and sound for so many years. Can't even knock down a house. This limitless magical power seems a bit limited. Have any of you ever violated this curfew and encountered this night demon? How could that happen? Our villagers cherish their life, and no one would ever violate the rule. But it did happen once when I was a child. One of my friends didn't follow the rules and sneaked out at night. What happened next? He hadn't even left the village when adults in the village discovered him, and he got a good spanking for it. His howling was heard through the village. They say that he had to stay in bed for several days before he could walk again. Well, that sounds really harsh. Hearing this, even my butt tensed up. Since then, no one dared to violate the rule again. Wait a minute. But didn't you just mention that the outsiders told you the night view was outside the village is very beautiful? So they don't have to follow the curfew, right? Yes, Grandpa says that our ancestors offended a deity in the past. Since then, our bloodline has been cursed, making us prone to being preyed upon the night demon. But the night demon has no interest in our outside visitors like you, so you don't need to follow that rule. I feel like I'm being scorned. Although the talk of deities and demons seem unconvincing, the village rule cannot be ignored. A curfew from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. However, both the victim and my client, who were visitors, are free to leave the village at night. I feel it proves considerable convenience for certain events. Do you remember anything about Wolfgang Cullyfield? Yeah, of course, I remember. What's that? Even if he became a ghost, I'll never forget him. I don't think that's how it's used. He arrived around noon that day, and I welcomed him at that time. He said he's a college student, and that sounded pretty cool. Yes, because crippling debt sounds amazing. I wouldn't really know, chat. I didn't really do the whole college thing. I guess you could technically say I'm a college dropout, but I'm not like an entirely cool and respectable college dropout. I'm just a college dropout who's now an anime girl on the internet. What's cool about it? It's college, not Coolidge. He told me a lot of things about things outside, even though it's hard to understand. But since he has been to so many places, he knows so much. He must be a good guy. Hey, isn't it too easy to meet a criteria? Hey, it isn't too easy to meet the criteria for being a good guy. Yeah, it sounds easy enough, honestly, to be a good guy. So do you have any recollections of what he did after arriving in the village? Well, I don't think it was anything particularly special. That day, he had dinner at Grandpa's house. After that, we separated. Wolfgang said he wanted to go out and view the night view, and he invited me. But I had to follow the curfew, so I had no choice but to refuse him. Which means even if he made any strange moves during the night, it's unlikely that anyone in the village would have witnessed it. This could be a favorable factor in defense. The next morning, I went to the guest room to wake him up, but he looked quite exhausted, as if he just made it through the night. I had to bring him breakfast to him, and not long after, a lot of police officers showed up and took him away. Looks like the case just happened, and the police immediately identified the suspect. I see. Thank you, Annie. Mr. Lawyer? What is it? You mentioned that you came here to investigate a case. You're referring to Wolfgang's case, right? Well, in such a remote place, there probably won't be any other cases happening, I guess. Although I haven't known him for a long time, I feel like he's not the kind of person who would go do something like that. But please, you must save him. I understand. Even if you didn't say so, I'd still do the same.
车前子。错。
嗯，那里有个人，好像正在弯着腰寻找什么东西，向他打听下吧。这位先生，请问
律师？
你怎么知道？
因为你鬼鬼祟祟。
我哪有鬼鬼祟祟？这位先生，您是查家村的
忙？
什么？
忙着采药。
哦，我懂了。赶时间是因为宵禁吧？为了不耽误你采药，可以说的简短一些。
可。
首先自我介绍一下，我叫龙秋风，是
查望书。
jokes while I'm muted? I feel like I made a funny joke while I was muted then. And nobody gets to hear it because I don't remember it. Or you may end up like the foreign gentleman. Yeah, how dare you take a shower while I'm live? How dare you? Or may you end up like the foreign gentleman falling into the valley. Huh? It seems like you're quite familiar with this case. Although I don't want to be involved in the case, I was the one who discovered the body. What? Please tell me more about it. Next I need you to recall the situation and when you discovered the body. I hope it won't make you uncomfortable. It's fine. I've seen countless of the bodies during work, and one more doesn't make a difference. Out of nowhere, a shiver ran down my back. He's a doctor! First, do you know the victim? He came to the village a few days before the incident. An Italian named Alo Gornado. I didn't know him. You didn't know him, but you could accurately state his nationality and name. I know, I think I butchered the name. Usually we don't have many visitors, little important ones. That is why I remember his name. As for the nationality, I have seen people from various countries when working abroad. I'm sure his behavior was very Italian. Oh, mamma mia! Italiano! I should not just go. Wait, I got this. I think I got this. I don't have this. I thought I was still sub to chilled chaos. I don't have this. I can't distinguish Italian, American, or French people if you've lined them up in front of me. So, do you know what he did these past few days? He seemed gloomy, and I had no contact with him except greetings. On the day of the incident, early in the morning, Alter and I were gathering herbs when we found him lying under this cliff. So we reported it to the police. Even though we knew his chances of survival were slim, we still called an ambulance. Why did you feel that his chances were slim? The cliff was over 10 meters high, pretty much a death drop. The chance of survival after a fall is very low. Why do you immediately assume he fell? Couldn't he have taken another path down? If that was possible, I would have rushed down to rescue him. Unluckily, while the cliff was only a dozen meters from the ground, walking down to the bottom here would take at least 10 hours. 10 hours! Well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't have an ops area report, but I'm just saying. The curfew is more than 10 hours. Just saying, chat. How can I investigate down there today? So at the moment that I saw him, I saw he has fallen to his death. I see. So you're the first to discover the body. Yes, Alter was too. We were gathering herbs together. Alter is... By the way, I've heard this name a few times from Manny. He's probably still sleeping at home. It's afternoon now, isn't it? Well, I'll go find this Alter later. Evening is approaching. Let's end this conversation. Okay, thank you for your cooperation. Oh, by the way, if I want to go to down to the valley for a look, is that 10-hour route my only option? You can also jump down. Yeah, no thanks! Kidding. The police seem to have set up an aerial ladder during the investigation. You can climb down directly. Being joked with, like with this by this doctor just doesn't feel funny at all. I shall continue gathering. Phew. Talking to me made me feel like on edge. Joke's on us, we're by a cliff. Let's see. There seems to be shiny metal over there. That must be the ladder. It is actually a ladder, not an actual step ladder. Still concerned about that scene. I need to climb down and take a look. But there's something that's been concerning me this whole time. The tree branches on the mountain cliff. I never quite figured out how they grow in such an environment. Back in the days before school, whenever I saw those trees, I just called them guest greeting pines. After these years of looking at them now, they still kind of look like that, don't they? The clear sky, free from any haze. It's almost hard to believe, yet it's right here in front of me. Taking a closer look, does that white cloud over there look like a prosecutor's badge? That doesn't seem like a good sign. So this thing is called an aerial ladder. There seems to be a variety of sorts. Difficult to tell them apart. But for me, flowers are just called flowers, and trees are just called trees. So he would be on the side of calling it a ladder. Seeing a step ladder and calling it just a ladder. Despite the sorts, fundamentally, they're all ladders. No, you don't understand. No! You gotta call them what they are! I don't know why, but I always feel like in moments like this, a young girl would suddenly pop up and say, see things for what they really are, or something like that. Well, yeah, when Luna's back at the office. Okay, that's everything. Bottom of the cliff. Well, this ladder is at least 15 meters high. It's really going to be the end of me. If only if I brought Luna along. I remember she enjoys being high up. Phew! Just finished pumping on the mountain road, and now there's a ladder to climb. This investigation is full of challenges. This is the bottom of the cliff. The atmosphere here does seem like a crime scene. The police have started their search, so the body must have been removed a long time ago, only leaving the outlines on the ground. Alright, before I could start, I need to hurry, investigate and collect evidence. Ooh. Pretty lady. Huh? Are you the one? The submission person! Loitering is not allowed here. Offenders will be severely punished. I'm serious. Hey! What a loud voice. This is the crime scene. Seriously, no one's allowed to wander around. Seriously. Could you please lower your voice? You're going to burst my eardrum. That's my style, and your opinion is not accepted. Ugh, I should have brought earplugs. I'm leaving. The rest is up to you. Understood. Please rest assured, Deputy Director. That woman who just left in a bit of hurry, it looks quite familiar. Have I met her before? Part of me is wondering to see if someone's gonna say something. I have a feeling someone might say something. I just don't want to make the joke myself. Forget her? Looks like this loud guy. No, I don't! But she did kind of look like a father, you know? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like, did you not get the Alakino vibes from her? Oh. You didn't know what she looked like. But God, I got some heavy Alakino vibes from her. Well, maybe not heavy, but I got like a little bit of like Alakino vibes from her. Forget her. Looks like it's the loud voice guy is the point. Judging by his appearance, he's undoubtedly a detective, and it's a lawyer's essential skill to extract information from them. Wait, hold on. In justice we trust. Hello, I'm Charlie Drake, defense attorney for this case. So you're a lawyer. No wonder why you're sneaking around. What kind of image do you have of lawyers? I'm the detective in charge of this case. Name, Sursa Sparks. You can call me Sursa. I'm serious. Serious? Seriously? I'm serious. Or is it? My phone. ¿Dónde está el phone? Did I put my phone back on the charger before I went live? Or did I leave it in the kitchen? I could have left it in the kitchen. Okay. I guess stream went down for a couple secs. It's strange to hang it around my neck. Lawyers don't have something like a police ring, so there's no need to always hang my lawyer's license. License not only show one's identity, but also a symbol of merit. I'm serious. Back when I was a military doctor, I had a whole roll of medals around that could hang around my chest. I'm serious. Really? Then why don't you display them? Those are proof of my efforts. What if I lost one? Well, if my lawyer's license is lost, it can be reissued. What? Can't be reissued? Whoa. Why are you shouting so loudly? No one can ever help you reissue my Sir-Class Mistress Service Medal. So you already lost one. He's serious. Seriously. My God, dude. You're the lawyer, after all. Don't always rely on me for information. People who can't take initiative of his own work are the most pathetic. I'm serious. Jeez, I got lectured by him? What, is he like Luna's age? Nah, he's a little older than Luna. Detective Spark, did you recently get transferred to this area? I don't remember seeing you during the previous investigations. I arrived less than a month ago. I used to be more active in the southern branch. Due to a certain immediate superior coming over for official business, I was also transferred here. As in company insistent, it's hard to believe this loud guy voice is someone deeply trusted by leaders. Is that woman who left just now is your superior? Are you kidding? How can you casually call deputy director that woman? I didn't know her title. I can't call her that person either, can I? Deputy director usually handles international major cases. She usually works at the headquarters. The reason she took the time to come over here for an inspection was that she encountered a death case shortly after arriving. Inspection? That seems like she didn't really inspect anything and just left. That's because for a small cases like this and happening in a mountain village, I'm more than enough to handle it. I'm serious. Speaking loud against wrongs, act swiftly and strong. That is my life motto. I am serious. Yes, I understand. You don't have to roar it with every sentence. God, if I did that, my voice would be gone. Although I'm a bit concerned about that deputy director, she seems to be unrelated to this case. I have a feeling that she's absolutely gonna be. She may not be unrelated. She may be unrelated to this case, but she's absolutely not unrelated to the game because she was very pretty. Because I mean, I would. There was a really so-called international major case one day, and I might eventually have to deal with her. For now, it's better to ask something else. Detective Spark, can you tell me something about the case? Like, could you give me, like, the OPSE report? By chance? Well, since you're the lawyer of the suspect, a little disclosure is fine. We received a report early on the day of the incident. It said a body was found at the cliff bottom of Limit Village. I'm serious! And you don't have to say I'm serious at the end. I get it. You're serious. You're a detective. We rushed over to the scene and conducted an urgent search. During the search, we found some important information. I'm serious. Important information. So we arrested the suspect. Our action was accurate and swift. I'm serious. It is a bit too swift. I always prefer a quick victory in my cases. Unluckily, I can't hold a trial on spot to announce the judgment. Hey, are you planning on building a court in this wilderness? So what exactly is this important information? Oh, this is a secret weapon of the prosecution. I won't tell you. That's true. Besides, the victim in this case is a foreigner, so it had to attract the attention from the higher authorities. I'm serious. Even the emissary of the victim's country sent a letter expressing concern and asked us to handle it quickly. My lips are sealed and tight. I'll never reveal any confidential information to you. I'm serious. Well, it seems that extracting information from him isn't easy, but it is troublesome, and it does hurt the ears. And the voice. The throat. It does indeed hurt my throat. Even if there's the slightest leak, I'll be a dead man at the trial tomorrow. Why does his voice suddenly weaken at the mention of tomorrow's trial? Hey, Serious Spark. Who's the prosecutor? And don't let it be Arthur Hush, because I don't want to have to face Master Hush. Detective Spark, is there anything special about tomorrow's trial? You seem quite scared. Well, you're the one representing the defense tomorrow, right? Is he gonna say that he's scared of me? I will. Any problem? It seems that we're gonna have a fun court tomorrow. Seriously, you're a lawyer. You're gonna suffer a terrible blow. I'm serious. No. Wait, hold on. Is Luna the protagonist or is Charlie the protagonist of the game? Or are we going in the case of Dual Destiny where they're both the protagonist? I think that's going to be the case. Wait, what do you mean? Why are you suddenly smiling so mysteriously? Because you encountered the most formidable opponent in your professional career. I'm serious. You'll definitely be getting beaten this early, perhaps even knocked out in first round. I'm serious. Hey, it can't be that serious. I'm going in a courtroom tomorrow. Why does he make it sound like a boxing ring? You know how formidable it is when the time comes. I'm serious. Well then, Detective Spark, even if you can't disclose the case details, as a defense attorney, I would like to conduct a search of the scene. I should have authority for that. No problem, I'm serious. Show me the defense attorney as authorization. What? Well, I completely forgot the most important thing. I was so focused on investigating that I forgot to visit the detention center and meet my client. No authorization, no search. Hurry up and get the authorization. I'm serious. Okay. Okay. How shameful. I must have been shaken silly by the rough road earlier. Is that the defense is temporarily held in the town's detention center, which is not too far from here. Before the curfew, I better hurry to the village entrance, catch a ride, and get the authorization. Oh, we can show our witnesses stuff too. Oh well. Entrance of Lemon Village. It's almost 5 o'clock. I need to hurry back before the curfew. Looks like I have to run. Talking to the police is quite exhausting. It's good to come out and relax a bit. Oh no, there's someone in front. I can't stop. Move aside, buddy! Ah! How can I move aside? You're running so fast. Ouch! I'm assuming this is alter. Ouch! 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 That hurts. How can you run so fast, buddy? So sorry, are you okay? In an anime world, male protagonists always run into a blurry girl holding a piece of bread at street corners in the early morning. Then why do male protagonists in the real world bring into creepy guys at the village during an evening stroll? Life is so unfair. Hey, what's this weird guy mumbling about? Anime? What's the blurry guy and the creepy guy? I guess I should apologize to him first. I'm really sorry. Are you okay? Do you need to see the village doctor? That's not a big deal. It's just a bit painful from being bumped. As long as you didn't break any of my equipment. By the way, who are you, bro? I haven't seen you around here before. I'm Charlie Drake, defense attorney for the case. Oh, so you're the lawyer who slams tables, stares wide-eyed open, and strikes a sky pointing poise, and then shouts objection. Where's your lawyer's badge? The badge is like golden circumcision. Let me have a look. I always wanted to see what the real thing. Hey! We'll get fined for slamming tables so much. And there's no golden chrysanthemum. Based on your description of a lawyer, are you the alter that Annie mentioned? That's right, I'm Alter Lemon. The one and only otaku, gamer, and tech geek in Lemon Village. I've never heard the day somebody be... That's quite an impressive identity. Let's chat with him for a bit, and since next butts haven't arrived yet. So first things first, here's my lawyer's license. Ooh, so this is... Huh? Why is it not a badge? That's not cool at all. Well, why are you so obsessed with badges? Hey, badges are the romance of a lawyer. Pin on the collar, and you have the aura of an ace lawyer just standing there. Right. Ace. So this is where we're going to get all of our Ace Attorney references out. Okay, so make sure, just talking with this guy, we're definitely going to just be getting all the Ace Attorney references out. Hopefully there's no spoilers for Spirit of Justice. Because we're going to play that after we finish this. I forgot to... I probably should have asked them if... The devs, if there was any spoilers for Spirit of Justice. I mean, I guess it was a lot. It wasn't something on my mind. It was just like, how much Ace Attorney references did they make in this game? But then again, I think if I remember right, in the email that I received, it said this was a remake of a game they made 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, Spirit of Justice wasn't even out. So I think I should be fine. The lawyer's license can't be pinned on the collar. I think it's more formal than a small badge. Well, what's the use of formality? It won't fill your stomach. The most important thing is to have is the aura. Aura won't fill your stomach either, bucko. You can't use that to fill your stomach either! Wow, same brain. But I mean, I guess not, because dude's clearly holding a switch. Oh no, I'm thinking about how to beat this boss. Forget it, he doesn't want to talk to me at all. I mean, I guess since we can. Hey bro, get yourself together. It won't do you if you're such a fatigue expression. Huh? What's the problem? Problem? That's a serious problem. If you look at this when fooling people in court, how can you possibly convince anyone? Huh? Why would I fool people in court? You still don't get it. The most important ability for a lawyer is to bluff. Use various assumptions that even you haven't figured out to fool the judge, and then win the case. Which country's lawyers is he talking about? Like I said, the fictional world of Japaniformia. Do you have any thoughts seeing this? No, I'm thinking about how to defeat this boss. Forget it, he doesn't want to talk to me at all. Also, to be honest, Annie is a very important part of my cultivation plan. When I want to practice making adorable clothes in my free time, she's the perfect model. Why does such a normal thing sound so weird when it's coming from you? Hey, bro, that's just pre-jury. Pre-jury. You gotta let it go. You gotta let go of it. Once you take off these tinted glasses, you'll see a whole new world. No, I better not. The world of young people isn't really my cup of tea. I need to keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't do anything strange to Annie. Yeah. Maybe he's the lolicon. Dr. Vincent was originally a high potential target to cultivate, but it seems he only cares about work. Cultivate? What? Of course, to cultivate his interest into anime culture. You mean letting Dr. Vince watch anime and play video games with you? Of course. But he doesn't seem to be interested. It's hard to imagine that he wouldn't be interested. Feeling chill, just imagine how he would like it if he was interested. Just looking at this photo, I thought you're an energetic young man, but in reality... Hey, what do you mean by in reality? I'm living an eccentric life. Yeah, that's what you claim, but you always just stay at home and not work. Of course I work. I also do some tech work and I earn some extra money. Tech work? What exactly kind of work? Such as doing some outsourcing, it's programming, building websites, and helping with 3D models. I can earn a little more or less than $1,000 a month. Wow, you already earn more money than many fresh graduates. Really? Don't fool me. I thought people living in the cities make tens of thousands a month. Maybe he watched too much anime and got confused between the yen and dollars. Okay, now let's talk to the fool. I'm curious. What's that thing hanging around your neck? Huh? Aren't you a lawyer? How come you don't recognize the latest Japanese handheld gaming console, the MB3000? It's a Nintendo Switch. We know it's a Nintendo Switch. What does a lawyer have to do with handheld game consoles? I didn't expect to find someone with such a modern taste in this remote mountain village. Well, our comrades are scattered all over the world. Whether it's a mountain village or a wilderness. There are otakus everywhere. Can someone living in the wilderness still being called an otaku? Also, our village has curfew every night after dinner, so we can't just go out at night, and all because I can't fall asleep. Apart from watching anime and playing games, what else can I do to pass the time? That actually makes sense. But what a pity. I'm the only one in the village who shares this hobby. I really find anyone I can talk to. But Annie seems interested in anime culture. If I could get it into her, I have someone to accompany me. I think Annie is curious about everything, not just anime culture. But interest can be cultivated. That's the fun part of raising a lolly. I hate this guy already. I hate him. Hey, what you just said is quite dangerous. I'm not defending you in that case, dude. And don't expect Luna to either. Maybe I should inform Director Spark to keep an eye on this guy. Oh, it's almost 5 o'clock. The new anime releases should be been downloaded. I need to continue my journey with the cute mate. Download? Do you have both a computer and the internet? Of course. As an otaku, how can I live without the internet? Even though it's a remote village, the electronic facilities here don't seem to lag behind the cities. Maybe worth exploring. By the way, when I checked my phone for the time, I was surprised to see an available Wi-Fi. It's named Mahu Shoujo. I have no idea what it means, but it seems like your village has quite modern facilities. Oh my, you don't even know about Mahu Shoujo? You really are out of date. It's a long-lasting topic. Still have no idea what he's talking about. Maybe it's just the name of a type of show. Yeah, it's the new race. It's just like first it was these guys, now it's Emoji Shoujos. The electronic devices in the village are all my credit. I asked Dr. Vincent to get someone outside to install the internet. Did you hire Lewis and Clark? For young people today, living without the internet is as uncomfortable as not being able to breathe. Believe me, I can understand that. The last time we forgot to pay the internet bill at the office, Luna almost tore the roof off that afternoon. You see, in a way, I, as an otaku, have pushed forward the modernization of Lemon Village. As the only tech geek in the village, I'm in charge of installing and troubleshooting all kinds of electronic devices. No need to emphasize the only. It would be strange if there was another person like you in this village. Bro, look at this camera at the village entrance. I installed it myself. Isn't it amazing? I was concerned about that weird thing when I arrived at the village entrance. So it was you who did it. Who else could do it but me? Think about it. Every villager is indoors after 6 p.m. Even though we are a remote area, there must be some visitors in case there's a thief one night. With this camera, we can catch all the criminals. Does that camera have some kind of trapping mechanism like a net? Mm-hmm. Wait, does it really have one? I feel like it's better not to delve deeper into this topic. This guy can't stop talking once he starts. I'll need to catch the bus right now. Well, Alter, I have something to attend to. I'll be leaving now. Leaving now? I wanted you to have a strike a sky posing contest for a photo. Well, let's save that for next time. If you have time, buddy, feel free to chat with me. No. August 20, 5:15 p.m. The Detention Center meeting room. I ran all the way after getting off of the car. Thankfully, I saved some time. Once the village is under curfew, it seems like I can't talk to the villagers. Better to first retrieve authorization and finish the investigation. Then I'll learn some detail from the client. Since Annie seems to be quite like him, he should be a soft-spoken guy. He absolutely will not. I knew this was coming! I love this trope. He must be a soft-spoken guy, and then it just looks like a guy who's gonna. Well, come on, he hasn't spoke anything. He could be. It looks like it would kill you. It's a sim mineral. He could be that. He's not necessarily looks like would kill you. He could absolutely be. Looks like it would kill you. It's a sim mineral. Whoa, what a sturdy guy. Who are you? Hello, I'm Charlie Drake. I'm here to defend you in this case. Because the on-site search came, time is tight today. Please sign this written defense authorization first. What's going on? Did I get the wrong person? Well, your name is Wolfgang Califield, right? Yeah, so what? What a shame. What? I don't need a lawyer. As an alpha wolf, accepting help from others is not my style at all. Speak up and leave. I need to pack my climbing bag. Hey! What? Isn't he a soft-spoken guy? Never mind. It was my imagination after all. Oh, I guess he is. That looks like would kill you. It would kill you. So first things first, here is my badge, or my license. My dad meddling again, hiring a lawyer without my consent. He's just concerned about, I don't need it. I'm 20, but he's still micromanaging everything like a zookeeper. Hey, that's a good thing sometimes. Sometimes you need your dad to help. Like, I could just call my dad and be like, Dad, I need help. And my dad would be here in like 30 minutes. Not because he can't get here any sooner. It's literally that's how long it is to my parents. That's how long the drive to my parents' house would be. I'm not an animal in a zoo. You kind of are. And the first time I heard something compared to a family to a zoo and zookeeper. Woo! Get your lousy license away. I don't need your pity. I'm not here out of pity for you. Only a prey can enter the eyes of a wolf. I don't care about anything else. Should I throw you a rabbit? Anyways, it seems he has no idea about this. I might be underestimated again. Not only did he hire a lawyer, but he found such a stupid looking guy. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I think Charlie is hot! Hey, I'm right here in front of you. That is so rude. In the wild, there's only the strong that survive, and a guy like you would be the first killed. Want to kill me? Why don't you try getting out of jail on your own first? Where did you get this photo? Just collected some info during the investigation. Oh! If you dare to have any ill intention, sorcerer, I will tear your throat open. Then let me defend you so that that she can feel happy. Are you close with her? Only Annie would listen to me. Everyone else just ignores me. It's a wonder if anyone would ever want to get close to you. Oh! Don't involve her in the case. You're in a precarious situation now. Think about yourself first. Wolf, a creature of unmatched majesty. A tiny photo cannot capture the urn. Oh God, oh God. It's impossible even to reach the ancient goddesses. Woo! Come on, if we threw you into Greek mythology, you would barely make the cut. Ha! Bring in all the monsters from Greek mythology and let us see who is whoop-ass, real ass the boss. Did I forget to mention, chat, that this game is an indie game, and the English translation may not be exactly right, and not. Are you trying to turn the detention center into a Roman Coliseum? All right, now that we've done that. I have a question. When you were in Lemon Village, I didn't do anything. What? I didn't do anything. Any problem? I haven't even asked anything yet. Well, it seems that it's difficult to communicate the case with him properly. Time's running out. Let's talk about something else for now. So you're the son of an old friend you're the son of an old friend my dad mentioned. He's really nosy. Hey, you're the defendant. It's okay. Is it okay to have such an attitude toward your defense attorney? How rude. Well, although I don't know what you did on the day of the incident yet, but you're currently accused of murder. If you can't prove your innocence, the sentence could be, you're too noisy. I'm a lawyer, it's my job. Let me put it this way. I don't know the victim, I've never been to the crime scene, and I don't need any defense. This is the dignity of the alpha wolf. I will not beg for mercy from humans if I starve. Ah! What's wrong with this guy? Does he like to imagine himself as a wolf? His name is Wolfgang. Alright then, I'm leaving. Please wait. If his father is a friend of Dad's, I kinda understand why he has such a personality. None of Dad's comrades are normal. Just like the one 5 years ago. Children raised by such people could... Inside of us are 3 wolves. Would it be gentle and kind? Well, there's no time to argue with him. Better get down to business. I'll take some time to understand your feelings, but for now, please sign this written defense authorization. Without it, I can't enter the crime scene to investigate. If you really are that confident, then no matter how I investigate, the result will be the same, right? Ah! If you you want to investigate, go ahead. But I didn't ask for your help. Nice! I'm a lone wolf with a backpack, singing aloud in moonlit mountain peak. I've never seen a wolf with a backpack. Inside of us are 3 wolves. Alas, it was the fierce and uncooperative attitude. It's no wonder why the police took him as a suspect. Well, anyways, I got the defense authorization. With the little time left, I should hurry back to the village and give it to that law detective. Just to make it clear, I'm not asking for your help. Yeah, I get it. You're a lone wolf, but yada 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 bada. If you want to investigate, do it yourself. This has nothing to do with me. Sure, I'm making trouble for myself. Feels like I'm pacifying a temperamental pet. That's enough. I'm out. Oh. I think inside of us with 3 wolves is going to be the title of my next. Yep, Deputy Detector. I assure you that you. No, I'll turn to you inside to take care of that child. I'm serious. Inside of us is 3 wolves is probably going to be the title of the next part next week. I can't even see the gate village, but I can hear this penetrating voice. Is that guy on the phone? Well, that's good. It saves me the trouble looking for him. Oh, the sneaky lawyer. Ugh, my ears. This time I walked up to you openly and confidently. Where's the sneaky part? Detective Sparks, what are you doing here? I'm preparing to steal the scene and return to the city. I'm serious. Do you have any business? Could you wait a moment? I still have some investigation to... No way! You're a lawyer without the authorization and considered a bystander and can't go to the scene. I'm serious. I have something to show you. But first, you're the lawyer after all. Don't always rely on me for information. People can't take initiative under his own work are the most pathetic. I'm serious. Jeez, I got lectured by him. Fine, we'll just show him this. Huh? This is the defense authorization? I'm serious. Yes, although the handwriting is a bit messy and disdainful. I always follow the rules. Now you can proceed with the search. I'm serious. But to avoid disturbing the villagers, you must leave before 6 p.m. Well, there's only 20 minutes left. Detective Sparks, although there is a curfew in the village, I heard that outsiders like us don't have to follow it, right? No, it's not because of that. We must leave before it gets dark because there's no place to stay here. Now, I'm serious. Huh? Why is that? So you're saying I'm gonna get back to the office at like 10? The village has only 2 guest rooms, and one's occupied by the victim and the other is by the defendant. Both are sealed for the case. Oh, I see. Even so, I still gotta take a look later. The mountain road is steep and driving at night is dangerous, so please head back early after your investigation. Seriously. Yes, thank you for your concern. Although I feel that tomorrow's trial might be more dangerous for you than driving at night in the mountains. Why does he say that with such sympathy? In a word, I'll take my leave. I'm serious. In justice we trust. I'm sorry, you can't do that pose without me thinking in justice we trust. He says tomorrow's trial is more dangerous. Is it not just a bluff? After all, I heard that the prosecutor in charge of this case is that person. Thinking too much now won't help. Better use the remaining time wisely. What's this? It seems like it fell out of Detective Sparks' pocket. Huh? This is a close-up of the photo of the crime scene. Although I never met this guy, the foreigner who died at the bottom of the cliff must be Eleno Garanado, the victim of the case. I've seen the version marked with the white lines before, but the real photo is much more powerful impact. What's a knife doing there? What's the knife? Where's the knife? Oh, he's got a knife! No! Great, I was worried about the time-consuming clip trial. Now I can just officially conduct the basics investigation. Now just click on the noteworthy pieces to complete the investigation. doing? Well, I don't know. Let me see what the knife be doing. It was found at the bottom of the cliff. Blood amounted and suggested death from the fall of the cliff. No other injuries from the body and no damage to the back or clothes. Although I can't get the opposite report yet, it seems there are no other possibility causes of death. If the police confirm this was a homicide, there must have been an external force that caused him to fall. But unfortunately, I don't see any clues from this photo alone that could have him pushed down. This is a military dagger. This should be a regulated weapon. I guess it's not something the villagers can easily get their hands on. It could only have been brought by Wolfgang Collier or the victim himself. There's no blood on the blade, and it's difficult to reach the bottom of the cliff before the police start setting up the ladder. This means no one had a chance to clean it before the police arrived. It's likely no direct connection to the victim's death, but his presence here is still quite suspicious. What's this? Sunglasses? Well, we're gonna I gotta put my sunglasses on. If we're gonna read about sunglasses. From the position where it fell, maybe the victim was wearing it when he fell off the cliff. Wait a minute. Didn't this case happen at dawn? Wearing sunglasses at midnight to a cliff, did this foreigner lose his mind? Maybe he wore it to look cool and then he accidentally fell off without seeing the road clearly. Looking closely, this pair of sunglasses seem to have some complicated device attached. Although I don't know the specific function, it's unlikely that ordinary people would use such a device. Perhaps like the dagger next to it, it's also military equipment. But what is it used for? And does it show a health bar or an animal count in the lower right corner when you wear it? Forget it. Maybe I play too many games. And here he was making fun of Alter for being a nerd. Anyways, this suspicious sunglasses in the case are probably not related. The victim had a watch on his wrist, but it's not very clear due to the photo itself. Since the watch was worn at the right wrist, is he left-handed? Falling from such height, I wonder if the watch can still work. If it was damaged during the fall, then it could accurately return the time of the incident. Better take down this information. I gathered so much useful information with just one photo. Is this the level of investigation the seasoned lawyer should have? Thanks to it, I shouldn't have to descend the cliff again, but the area above is likely an initial scene of the victim's fall. I still feel uncertain if I didn't go investigate properly. Also, since I arrived at the village, I've been wondering about the entrance and the outside. I never walked into the village. Time's running out today, so I better focus on the 2 guest rooms. August 20th, 6 to 10 p.m., Square of the Lemon Village. This old world village with wooden cottages is surrounded by blue skies, white clouds, green mountains, and clear waters. If no rush for the case investigation, I would really love to experience the farmhouse here. After dinner, with glasses-wearing maid girl suddenly appeared when I stepped outside. Hey, bro, you're still here. Yeah, it's after the curfew, Alter. Shouldn't you be inside? It's an illusion? Is there a subtle sense of the lost in his words? Alter Lemon, good evening. My investigation isn't over yet. Okay, take your time. It's about 6 p.m. I'm going back to my room. So many games to play back at home. I don't want to get eaten by the night demon. Hey, wait, I assume your room is not far here? May I ask you some questions? Of course, you're welcome at the time. Ask anything you want to know, because I know nothing. Well, this is indeed an opening that makes the people not want to ask him anymore. Well, I have more shit to show him. And then one more person to show him. Nah. I want to know more about the case, so can you tell me something about it? Aha, here we go, the so-called witness interrogation. I love this part! Hey, calm down. This isn't in court. I'm just trying to get our information for the investigation. Got it. Unfortunately, I've been staying at home all these days. Except for the morning when Dr. Vincent jerked me out to collect herbs. By morning, you mean you're right at 8 a.m. when the curfew just ended. Yeah, Dr. Vincent said herbs in the morning dew are the freshest, but due to the curfew, there's no way we can not get there earlier, but we still want to get to an early show at 8 a.m. When you arrived at the cliff, did you notice anything unusual? There were some footprints on the cliff, but I thought they were just from Dr. Vincent gathering herbs, so I didn't pay much attention. When I turned around to go back to the village, I happened to glance at the bottom of the cliff. OMG! Why shouting so loudly? And then Dr. Vincent called the police, and you know the rest. By the way, just to be sure you haven't seen the... You have seen the night demon? If I have seen it, I would have been dead already. How could I be standing here chatting with you, bro? Hey, your generation is quite exposed to modern sincerity. Do you really believe such a seeming... Of course I do. When I was tried, I tried sneaking out because I didn't believe in it and I got caught and beaten up so badly. So you're the one who got beaten up, that man Annie mentioned. But anyways, a demon that feasts on the souls of human right at night. Wouldn't that make it for a great storyline? Yeah, if it was real. A storyline. Yes, using it as a prototype to design a curvious night lady demon and releasing a comic book would definitely be a hit. Aren't you afraid of your own soul would be lured away by her? Well, it seems I won't be getting any clues about the identity of this night demon from him. So you and the village doctor, Linson Lemon, were first to discover? Yeah, I suppose. After all, we went out exactly at 8 a.m. No one could have been earlier than us. Did you encounter anyone else on the way to collect herbs? No. Who would be crazy to get up so early to go to the cliff? Are you talking about yourself? Actually, I'm the first discoverer because I noticed it a few seconds before Dr. Vincent. He noticed it because I screamed OMG first. Right. Right, chat? That's how it goes. Right. Did you notice anything unusual when you saw the body? Yeah, of course, definitely. What was it? The unusual thing, of course, is me. Seeing a dead body made me completely unusual. It was the first time in my life. I was hoping for something useful. Luckily it was far enough I didn't see it clearly, or my soul would be scared into my mouth from the night demon. It was daytime and the night demon should be asleep. When you saw the body, did you recognize its identity? Are you kidding? How could I? But the golden hair is eye-catching. It's eye-catching. It doesn't seem like he knew the victim before. What do you know about the victim, Elro Guerrero? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. After all, I spent all day playing games at home, so I had no idea about the stranger coming to the village. Seeing a foreigner in the morning and even more that he's a dead man really freaked me out. What about the purpose of the foreigner coming to the village? Any idea? No idea. If Dr. Vincent didn't tell me, I wouldn't even know he came. After the incident, the villagers were gossiping, and that's how when I learned that he was here to sell something. So Elno Guerrero was a businessman. I didn't know what it would make him special to come to such a remote place to sell. What about the suspect in the case? The college student named Wolfgang Collier. The one who got arrested? Never seen him before either. Well, even if this guy falls, you still stay at home gaming. And don't even look outside, right? Of course. Surprisingly, I agreed without hesitation. It seems that the victim and the defendant were practically invincible to this guy. No more time, and that's all I needed. Thanks for your cooperation. You're welcome, bro. Feel free to hit me up. My home is right by the square. New released anime today. It's super exciting. I'm heading back to watch it now. The information I got from him is quite limited. He really embodies the otaku lifestyle. Before heading to the guest rooms, let me see if there's anything noteworthy in the square. Having a clinic in such an isolated village is quite unusual. The village doctor's proficiency is remarkably rare, perhaps astonishing within the medical dorm. This thing can surely secure the entire village's internet wired signals, right? It's clear what all the modern devices in the villages are associated with that guy. It's hard to say whether it's good or bad. Lemon Village relies on producing lemons for a living, and they probably cultivate on a pretty large scale. Those green hills might just be covered with lemon trees, right? Can lemon trees be grown in hills? Honestly, I know a little about this topic. There's a conspicuous notice board here. The village enforces a curfew. No villagers can go out from 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. Violators will face severe punishment. It's about the curfew. Even though everyone knows it, they still put a notice emphasizing it. It seems like quite the important restriction. There's more below. In case of sudden illness during the night, please call village doctor's phone. Is it from Vincent Lemon? What a caring doctor for the villagers. However, this is somewhat a cute unknown below creature. How could it be the night demon? If the night demon is like this, it might end up being brought back to the office by Luma and kept as a pet. Never mind. Take a photos of this notice board. I explored the square enough, and then I will check the 2 guest rooms over there for the remaining time. Is this Elno's Ganano's room? What a mess. I thought that as a businessman, he would be the type to keep everything in order. Investigating this place and leaving ASAP. The bedding has remained in a mess since the incident. T-shirts, socks, shoes, all randomly thrown around. Was he in a hurry to do something at the time? The large suitcase. It seems to be Elno Gadano's luggage. Open it and have a look. Passport, toothbrush, spare tie. Looks like all the essentials for items for a long journey. This visa seems to be a business visa, as I suppose he wasn't just a common tourist. What's this? Medicine? There's so many identical bottles in the suitcase, but they don't look like the travel medicine for a cold. The label on this medicine both doesn't provide any information about its effect, just the code-like text UCR687. The things inside are just ordinary white pills, no unusual smell and no looking toxic. Though I don't know what it's for, I'll just keep it in case. That seems nothing else worth taking note in this room. Check the next room. So this is Wolfgang Califier's room. Well, it's surprisingly neat. He has a rough appearance, but as a travel enthusiast, organizing things must be a necessary skill. Mr. Lawyer? Annie, what are you doing here? These 2 rooms belong to Grandpa, so I asked him to come out here with the cleaning. Please have a seat. Okay. Mr. Lawyer, how's your investigation going? You must be tired. Please, have some tea. Well, I actually have some questions to ask. After drinking a cup of tea, I feel refreshed. So glad that you like it. There are 70 more types here. Mr. Lawyer, please taste each one. Just casually take the... Yeah, you know, as one would do, right? They're important investigate them further. I am putting investigator in quotes there. No need. Is she trying to use me as a taste tester? Annie, it's almost 6 o'clock. Don't you need to hurry home? Of course, but Grandpa's house is right behind this room. It only takes 1 minute to walk here. There, I see. There's something I didn't get to ask at the village entrance. Ask now. Also, I have way more evidence to show her now. I happen to go to the fields with Grandpa. He taught me a lot about soil. The village chief is elderly. Does he still have the work in the fields? Well, Grandpa doesn't want to lie in bed all the time, so I sometimes accompany him for a walk outside. And Dr. Vincent said walking is sometimes good for health. Ah, he is really vigorous. Of course, Grandpa used to be very strong. He could fertilize lemon samplings for 5 acres a day. What a figure the chief village was in the past. But what's that? I've never seen it before. No recollection at all? I'm sorry, I know little. I wish I could help. Never mind. What I'm doing, I somehow made this little girl upset. I heard that Lemon Village has a long history, but this notice board looks quite new. Was it set up recently? Amazing! You noticed that right away! Ah, it's actually quite obvious. For example, the Night Demon can't be the work of an ancestor of a Lemon Village. Alter made this wooden sign. He's a really talented guy. Talented? Yeah, he can sew clothes, do woodworking, draw comics, as well as stay up all night playing video games. Last one's not a talent. Or is it? Chat, I'm out of the 24-hour stream business. Unless... No, I'm serious. Unless if you guys... I will do one more if you guys get six... If you guys if we get 60 subs during the subathon. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But God, that would be like a half an hour added to the stream. If they're all tier 1s at least. But you know, there's other ways for the subathon timer to go up other than just subs. God, no! I don't think any of us would want that! Would you want that, random? And plus that one would... And plus that would be a little more difficult because there would be a baby to deal with. Okay, since I didn't do it earlier. Ah, this is Mr. Lawyer, right? Yes, it is me. And you look even older in this photo than in real life. Well, we gotta teach her young, right? Ah! Okay, we get it, Annie. We get it, Annie. Charlie's old. He's in his 30s. But I think you should shave your face in it. If you shaved your face nicely, you might look younger. Sounds nice. Will that really work? Mr. Lawyer? No. Eh? Ah, sorry. I scared you. So it is. I can't remove my proud stubble. This photo is of Dr. Vincent, right? Dr. Vincent. Why don't you call him Dr. Lemon? Since his last name is Lemon. All the villagers are lemons, so it'd be confusing if we called him Dr. Lemon. And Dr. Vincent sounds so knowledgeable and charming. Indeed. Of course, when no Detective Spark. Alter can do everything. He's an amazing guy. Is there something in the village that needs repairing or installing? You just find him. Yes, although he is weird, his proficiency in modern technology is truly admirable. I hope I become a person just like him one day. Then I can help everyone too. No, I wouldn't go. I would go crazy even if you had the slightest similarities. I could see her enjoying anime. I could see her enjoying like the cutesy ones. You know? I could see her enjoying like after school dice club or something like that. Or on high school host club. You know, all the cutesy stuff. I could see her enjoying the cutesy animes. But you know, not the ones that seem cutesy. Or she could be the one that likes the ones that seem cutesy, but they're absolutely horrifying. I could see that in her. You know? Could you? This photo is of Wolfgram. What a gentle face. One of us must be blind. Wolfgang is a very good guy. He said he would take me to see the outside world if there's a chance. But I'm a little confused. Many people from outside seem to have a lot of free time. Don't they usually have something to do normally? Of course not. The outsiders here are tourists. They only travel on holidays. But if not on holidays, everyone gets busy. Even Wolfgang Caulfield has classes on regular days. Is that so? Do you also have classes on regular days? No, I graduated. No, I don't. I became... Gross! I feel like Alter I feel like Alter would somehow coerce her into drawing Rule 34 art, and then she would see like what she really draws, get grossed out, and be like, "Gross! No, Alter, no! Don't keep that away from me!" But like you see it, but you're right. You could see her watching like the cutesy animes, right? Well, anime reminds me of the training just before the judicial examination. It gave me a real headache. Okay, now let's ask her that question. Annie, I know you might be a bit scared, but still, I have to ask. How much do you know about this case? It's okay, Mr. Lawyer, I'm not scared. Alter has shown me many of the scarier things. I don't know if I should feel rude. See, I feel like he's shown her Rule 34. I only learned about Mr. Foreigner's death after Mr. Police came to the village this morning. I thought Mr. Police here were for sightseeing, but... You brought up the Rule 34 art, so shut up. You did this to yourself, kind of. No villagers wanted to see the incident happen like this. Even though Mr. Foreigner looks scruff, I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't believe that anyone would do such a terrible thing as murder, Mr. Lawyer. Could Mr. Police made a mistake? I understand her feelings, but the dead body is a fact that cannot be mistaken. So have you been to the cliff recently? Grandpa often warns us that the cliff is dangerous, and no one is allowed to go alone except for Dr. Vincent, who knows the area. I can't remember the last time I went there, but I think it should be many years ago. If only I advised Mr. Foreigner. Oh, she's getting sad. Better change topics. Hey, Annie, how about telling me more about your grandpa? Yeah, of course! By the way, can you tell me something about this foreigner? Mr. Foreigner with the golden hair came a few days ago. I have only seen foreigners in the anime Alter showed me, but I was so curious about him. Did you ever talk to him? I greeted him, but he didn't seem like talking to me, although he spoke our language quite well. Is that so? Yes, if you ignore his face, I couldn't tell he was a foreigner just by listening to him. I wonder how Gorno communicated with the villagers, as it's unlikely that there are any Italian experts here. I didn't expect he spoke our language so well. Probably he frequently does business here. After Mr. Foreigner came to the village, he was eager to meet Grandpa, and they had a long chat. Do you remember anything specific they talked about? They were talking about grown-up stuff, like, kind of hard to understand. He mentioned a lot of words that I never heard before, like, Tengar and Incipiter or something. I can't really remember. Target and Inceptor. I have no idea what that means, and I probably didn't even pronounce that right. Elno Garanardo's true attention is coming to this village seems like to be the breakthrough in this case. Unfortunately, the remaining time today is not enough to visit the village chief and ask him more questions. What a pity. Your grandpa is the chief of this village, right? What is his name? Yes, after my parents passed away, I've been living with Grandpa. But speaking of his name, what is it again? You even forget your own grandpa's name? Grandpa and I have always lived in the village, and everyone just calls him village chief. We never use his name. Makes sense? Like the breakfast lady downstairs from my office. I've known her for many years, but I still don't know her. I've known her for years, but I still don't know her name. Anyways, Grandpa takes good care of me, but now that he's getting old, his legs are not as agile. Now it's my turn to take care of Grandpa. Where does the village chief usually spend his time? Grandpa has been weak and bedridden lately. If he could walk, he would surely come to greet you. After all, it's been a long time since someone as unique as you has visited our village. I'll take that as a compliment. If the village chief is this week, he probably couldn't even make it past the village entrance, let alone walk to the cliff. As I suppose, it seems the village chief has nothing to do with this case, but I still hope to visit him when I get the chance. Ah, it's almost curfew time. I am heading back to my room, and you should hurry back too. Phew, investigation for today is coming to an end, I suppose. Thank you, Annie. It's time to bring my investigation to a close today. Well, if you encounter the night demon on the way back, please send him my regards. I'd rather not encounter that thing. Annie returned to her room with light footsteps. I used the last bit of my time to thoroughly investigate this room. These tourist shoes should belong to Wolfgang Caulfield. They still look quite new, but the soles have been mud on them, probably from recent walking around through it. This soil seems to be the same type as the leaves you get, not sticky soil on the village entrance. This is not evidence I can use, but might provide significant assistance for the prosecution. Phew, what on earth did that guy do? This bed is quite neat. Is it the basic manners of a backpacker? Just from the room, these two people are like night and day. This giant thing is Wolfgang Koyod's backpack. Wait. He's carrying another backpack in the detention center. Unbelievable. This guy travels with two huge backpacks. He's even stronger than I imagined. Let me see what's inside this backpack. Huh? What's this? A note? Come to the cliff at morning on the 20th. Wear this to wrap up your problems. Let's put an end to this. Oh, it's supposed to be. Let's put an end to this. The signature on this note is Ichi. Is that Elo Ganato? Not good. The victims left such a note for that guy. The immature handwriting and the wrong spelling mixed in, and definitely seems to be the foreigner's hand. If these two people did meet on the night of the case, it's definitely not a good sign. This is very troublesome evidence, placed in such an obvious place. The prosecution must have obtained it. After the investigation, I must go to the detention center and ask what's this all about. On my release, we took a look outside. Back to this cliff again. Luckily it's summer and the sun can still last a little longer. The village doctor who was collecting herbs should be back to the village waiting for the curfew by now. There's police climbing up the area ladder from one after another now. It seems like they're also going back to the village. Thanks to the village curfew, I can finally investigate here without being disturbed. Now investigation starts. Oh, wait. We can just... What's this wax thing? It's hanging in such a place. What a meticulous lawyer. I better go and fetch it. Ah, my back. Ouch! Dude, sounds like this is really a bit much for someone my age. Oh, get a grip. You're in your 30s. Let me grab the cliff edge. Okay, get it? Let me see. Looks like a black cloth, probably a part of someone's clothing. It should be exposed to the wind and sun while hanging, but there's hardly any dust. It must have been hung recently. It was there in the branch just a moment ago, indicating that the police haven't discovered it yet. This is probably excellent. This is extremely beneficial for the defense. However, I haven't seen anyone wearing this kind of clothes on my way here, let alone the signs of it being torn. Well, maybe its function can only be revealed in court. It's already past 6 p.m. Because it's summer, the sky isn't as dark as I imagined. However, the streets were busting with a few villagers just a few minutes ago have become completely empty. Whether due to a fear of the night demon or respect of the villagers, the village chief's authority, or a commitment to following the rule. The curfew is indeed an unbreakable restriction for the villagers in the small village. Well, today's investigation can only come to a temporary conclusion, but there's something I must figure out. I should still be able to catch the last bus. Let's go! August 20th, yes, 6:45 p.m. Visitors. You again? As rude as ever. The investigation in the village is over, but I still have some questions for you. Huh! I bet you can't investigate any further. It's so late and Annie and the villagers should be home by now. Well, he's quite aware of the curfew. The guard said dinner is at 7, so spit out quickly and don't delay my hunt. Ooh! Well, no, I don't have any more witnesses to show him. I think we left here with him. What's the point of showing me this weapon? Are you challenging me to a duel? Huh? A duel? Enough of a wolf feel. There's nothing. Even if you used your weapon cunningly, with your slender frame, I should still knock you out in one punch. Let's talk about this later. I just want to know whether if you've seen this dagger. Never seen it. Never heard of it. Okay, even if you are strong, you won't win every time. You never seen you never seen a real strong man. Got a bit emotional. Why am I saying this to him? Have you seen this? He seems to be a little confused. Time to question him. No, we still have more evidence to show him. Oh! Okay, now we can question him. Ooh! The glass is specially made, so the soundproofing is quite good. To talk with a suspect, the phone is needed. It's a lot like the tin can telephone game that kids play. You on one end, me on the other. It's to switch those toys into paper cuts and strings, and sound transmission would still be pretty good, right? The security guard stands all up, staring straight ahead. Seems like he doesn't care about our conversation at all. He might be extremely professional, but if we hit the topic about busting out, he'd likely swoop in and pin us to the ground immediately. Handling a powerhouse like Wolfland and Califer, not so sure about that. Leniency for compassion, strictness for resilience. Given the vibe here, the slogan is indeed oppressing. With these cameras in place, they don't really need security guards, alright? Seems like they're being really careful and prepared for any possibility. If something happens in the detention center, these cameras will be quite useful. But if incidents happen here, I feel like a large group of people would face some serious trouble. The bright windows with the sun shining directly. It's a quite rare sight in such a place. How well are these rooms lit inside? Never in a prison. Never in prison. Can't really picture it. Okay, let's talk, I guess. Earlier, you denied any contact with the victim and claimed that you didn't leave your room at night. So how did you explain this note? Since I never said such a thing, why bother explaining? This note was found in the backpack in your room. Who do you think you're trying to fool? I just packed my backpack before bringing it here. It wasn't there back then. Huh? No signature will follow this time? His reaction is different from before. Did I get something wrong? Hey, over there. Visiting hours is over. Hurry up and go back to dinner. I'm going back to my den. Do whatever you want to do. Hey, I still have something to say. Well, what should I do now? Even though I collected some evidence, I still cannot figure out the truth behind. Everyone I visited denies any deep contact with the victim. What kind of secrets does this foreigner who met his end in a foreign land hide? When I walked out of the detention center, night had suddenly fallen. The small mountain village surrounded by the valley was probably going through another quiet night. I wonder whether the mysterious night demon who feasts on human souls was stirring in the darkness. While I was lost in these thoughts, I didn't realize what was hidden behind this small, peaceful village is a curse far more terrifying than the night demon. Because that's where we're ending for tonight, if you cannot tell. So thank you all for joining tonight. It was a blast. I had a really fun time. You know, honestly, it was a great stream. 10 out of 10. Definitely enjoying this game for sure. And what is hidden behind whatever it is that's happening? Who knows? Yeah, you too. Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody. Just have a good night. So I'll be back tomorrow for some more Pokemon Too Many Types. And then we'll be back on Thursday for more Mori. And then Saturday is the start of Uncapped Summer baby! Oh, I have some things planned. Okay, not many things, but I have like a thing planned. And what's that thing? I don't know. I'll maybe tell the mods later. But I also to be fair, I have to talk about them if we want to do any like gaming on that Saturday anyways. Because, you know, that's just how it do be sometimes. So I will see you guys all tomorrow for some Too Many Types. What types will we find? I don't know, too many of them probably.